Hey everyone, here's a review of BITS Pilani. As I look back in hindsight, I'm a BITS Pilani alumni and I just want to share an honest feedback as well as a review about how campus life in BITS is, what you can expect, and I also checked out how things are going on right now. So let's get to it. The first thing is the fees. Okay, let's just talk the first thing in terms of ROI. So the fees for the college is right now starting to get a bit expensive. It's about 4.45 lakh per year, but if you look at the placements also, they are also going pretty decent these days. If you look at the average, it's about 18 lakh. If you look at the median, it's about 15.6 lakh, and the highest package has gone up to 45 lakh, which is like pretty decent considering we are still in the middle of the pandemic. If you look at the ROI from the college, just from the money perspective, I think you are limiting yourself to just this aspect, because there are a lot of other things which BITS Pilani enables you to do. And the first thing is the peer network, which leads to such amazing personality development. BITS is isolated. There is nothing outside, and the nearest train station is also quite far if we talk about the Pilani campus. And because of that, you are in a situation where everyone is just in that isolated community and they're forced to socialize. In a way, they have nothing else to do than socialize with each other. So there's a lot of peer learning which happens. And due to that, added to it, there are no attendance policy in BIT. So if there is something you want to pursue, something you're building, something you want to follow, you can continuously keep doing that and you can adjust your classes accordingly. If you don't want to attend a specific class at a specific time, you have the liberty to do so. Nobody's going to penalize you for that. You can not choose to attend some of the classes, and if you can still make it in terms of grades, but it gives you the autonomy, which is somewhat like in real life, right? I mean, you can choose what you want to go for and not go for, and it's up to you. The other aspect which is amazing about BITS is also the fact that there is no reservation, so everybody has to get there through merit, and that also leads to a completely unique atmosphere of people from all cultures, from all across the country in one place, and all of them are so intellectual that you have a talk with anyone and you'll pretty much learn 5 things, 10 things new, who knows. Most of these people who you talk to while on campus, well, at that time both of you are just students, but imagine them as I see right now, just 4 or 5 years out of college. These people have become so super successful. I have friends who are $1 million startup founders, who are working as consultants in the top tier consulting firms. There are people who are in Google, Amazon, Facebook. There are also people who have gone for their masters to Wharton, Stanford, Harvard, and whatnot. Like, the main thing is your net worth is equivalent to your network, and BITS enables you to network and build long lasting relationships because of the isolated environment. You socialize with them, right? And that leads to you having such an amazing network for your whole life, which can result in so much of growth and possibilities and opportunities for you. The infrastructure on campus is also great, considering that there has been a huge investment. You have the luxury to use your time in a good way, or you can waste your time. It is, as I said, very real. The BITS alumni network is also something that I need not say a lot about. I think the most recent thing that I can talk about, and which I'm also proud of, is by 2021, like right now as I'm talking to you, there are 6 BITS founders who are already founder of unicorn companies, and there are a total of more than 700 startups already, and there are so many which we might not even know of. It's just the 700 that we are knowing of that I'm talking about right now. The campus environment is, because of the no attendance policy and because of all the socializing and intellectual discussions that happen, the environment is so amazing that you have a huge community, or you can say a very amazing culture of doing startups there in BITS. And I know so many startup founders right from my batch who are doing so amazingly well. So I think in BITS, that's also an amazing fact, that you get not just very creative ideas academically, but also business wise. You get to learn a lot while doing your engineering, and in your academic pursuits, the other discussions are also amazing. When I joined campus in 2012, it was, I think, about 70,000 rupees which I used to pay as a fee. And then while passing out after 5 years, so I graduated in 2017, the fees was somewhere around 1.75 lakh, I guess. So it has started to get, like, there's a huge difference between the cost, and the cost is increasing at about 15% year on year, approximately somewhere around that number. So that's one of the things that is a little alarming these days. But in case you're able to afford it, the opportunity is amazing. And now let me tell you the best part about BITS. I don't think there is any other college where there is so much of support, a community feeling, and an overall reachability with which you can connect with your campus alumni. For example, if you just want to go anywhere in the world, you want to travel anywhere, if suppose there's a BITS alum there in that city, I mean, you might name any city. You want to go to Tokyo, that's also fine. If you have a BITS alum there, you'll probably get free food and accommodation for 2 or 3 days whenever you're going there. You just need to reach out to the alumni, and even if this person doesn't know you, they will support you. So that kind of a supportive culture, I don't think it is there in any college, or maybe if it's there, that's amazing, but I've not heard of it yet. And I am experiencing that. I also try to help out my juniors. I remember there was one time where I was going to BITS. I had started running by then. So I was in the bus and there were 5 other BITSians in the bus. And so what I ended up doing was like I bought tickets for everyone, and it wasn't very expensive, but we were going from Loharu, which is the nearby train station, to Pilani, and I bought tickets for everyone just because at that time when I was a student, somebody paid my fare and then I did it. There is another instance where I was out somewhere and me and my friend, we were in college and we were fighting over who pays the bill because there was some campus hisab which had, which was remaining, right? Surprisingly, the person standing behind us was some BITS alum, and that person just noticed and he was like, okay, hang on, can I pay for both of you? And I mean, that's just one of the things that is very surprising, that the alumni is just very, very supportive. And now that I'm on the other side as an alum, I feel so supportive towards the same community. So that community kind of feeling, I don't know if you'll find anywhere else. And the main reason to subscribe to BITS is probably because of the strong community and alumni network. You have an amazing alumni and a very supportive alumni, which can hopefully help you get through any situation in life. So that's something that can be really helpful to you. But overall, talking about the college life, I thought here I really had to mention a point about the alumni. There's also one very important aspect that you cannot miss about BITS, is that the professors are not just professors. They feel more like mentors who you can reach out to, not just when you're in campus. Like right now, I've been so many years out of college, I still call up many of my professors who were there on campus, who used to teach me for some advice or just to discuss anything which is happening with my life. I still share it with them. One of my friends has started a company with one of the professors from college. The support that you get from the professors also is it's huge. And the other aspect is that because of this isolation, right, once again, we live in the form of community. I remember there was once a time where it was raining and I need to get back to my hostel. So one of my professors was like, okay, just get on my scooter, I'll quickly drop you. And that scooter was something he never used to use. Professors also are very humble there, no show off, nothing. Many of the time they just travel on the cycle just like us students. And this professor, like, he took out the scooter which was locked up somewhere specially just for me, so that we could just quickly get back, and he dropped me back to the hostel and then went back. That's the amount of support professors have given there on campus. So it's something I don't think anywhere else you would get this kind of affection and care from the side of the professors for the students. This is more than just a professor. This is more like a friendship where they are going out of the way to help you. That's the kind of environment you get at BITS. Another thing which is amazing about BITS, and I don't know, I think it doesn't happen in other colleges, so I guess this is unique here, but there is nothing like a night curfew. So inside campus, everyone can be walking around in the campus at any time. So even if at like 2 a.m. you want to meet your friend, or you want to have some discussions, or you just want to take a walk and maybe just go to the canteen and stuff, or have some food, the night canteen is also on till about 3 a.m. So you pretty much don't have any restrictions in terms of your time. You are not restricted, or your time is not taken away from you, and time is the most important resource, right? So there is no compulsion for classes. There is nothing like a night curfew. Whenever you feel like working on any of your own projects, you can. And that is why, as we can see, that BITS, with just such a small batch size, right, compared to other colleges which can have way bigger batch sizes, there are just so many startups which have popped up in the last few years. And I'm hoping that the entrepreneurship culture keeps growing. I guess it's going to be even more and more, at least if things keep growing the way they have been. There are 3 types of fests which happen on campus. So there's a cultural fest, which is called Oasis, which is remarkable. That's the biggest one. There's also a sports fest called Blossom, and there is a tech fest called Apogee. But the highlight or the flagship fest is Oasis, which is, I think, I've attended all major fests in the country. I've been to Mudai, I've also been to Rendezvous in IIT Delhi, Mudai and IIT Mumbai. Oasis has its own feel altogether, and I've met like such talented people in Oasis. Many of them are celebrities today, actually. And I met them while I was at Oasis, where at that time they were practicing their art. So the kind of talent which you are able to encounter in these fests, they're also like really amazing talent. And then that also adds to your network, which traditionally you might not have got on campus, because these are people coming from really diverse backgrounds. And since Oasis is so amazing, plus it's 96 hours of just 8,000 people on campus with no night curfew, and everybody is just, there is some event happening all the time, throughout the day, throughout the night. Many of the events just start at like 12 midnight and end at 6 a.m. So events like Rocktaves, which is the main rock event which happens in Oasis, it starts at like 12 midnight, and sometimes it's even more late at like 1 or 2, and then ends at like 8 a.m. or something like that. And of course, throughout the day, there is one or the other event which keeps happening. Plus, the weather at that specific time is also amazing. So, Oasis is like something which I've never experienced anywhere. It's just too good. Apart from that, also the other fests which I've seen in other colleges, they have their own place. But Oasis, you can ask anyone who's been to Oasis, they would totally say that it's just something so special and so out of the world. So that's also one unique experience that you can have at BITS. And again, it's not because of a huge infrastructure or something which enables Oasis to be that amazing. It's more about the people and the environment, kind of environment that develops just because of the quality of people that arrive and that are there on that campus. That you speak to anyone and you will be shocked as well as amazed to see their view of the world. And then you'll realize that there are so many different perspectives with which you can see life. And of course, having such people added to your network is a huge added advantage. Once again, like talking about the college life, we say bits pilani, it's magic. एंड एक और चीज़ बोलते हैं हम लोग कि जब बिट्स में जाओ तो सीख जाना कि अगर कोई भी चीज़ ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लमेटिक है तो थोड़ा लाइट लेना, और लाइट लेके उसके बाद उसको वापस से सुनना, प्रॉब्लली यू बी एबल टू सॉल्व इट बेटर. So all the best for your BITSAT. It is a very difficult exam to crack to get into BITS. I know about 3 lakh people give the BITSAT exam, and only about 1,000 people are able to make it to BITS campus, the main campus. So I know it's hard, but all the best to whoever's watching this video, and hope to see you be a part of the BITSian community. See you in the next video, where I might also start reviewing more and more colleges. I've been to so many engineering colleges, so maybe I can keep doing that. All right, see you in the next one. Your net worth is equivalent to your net worth, and your network is equivalent to your net worth. I need to take this again. I said it in reverse. So yeah, this like at this point also somewhere.